Okay, so let me just open Dragon Age. Start off a little bit, but let's see. I had to get some few things done.
We'll continue from where it stopped. All right. I need to finish that area first before I go anywhere else. Is it because I'm using two elements of the opposite? Okay, so last time we went, hopefully all of these guys are dead. Should I take this now? I don't think I have the. I can take this loot later. They already used their potions. Oh, why did I go? Okay, let's go there first. Okay. Okay, we are at last level of Oxy, okay. Since we're here, we might as well go to the other side. I think it should be on top of the Bass Cave. But let's see. I'll come and get the items later here after I sell the most of these stuff. For some reason, I can take some more Oxy, but I can't take any more inventory. Okay. What rather? Iron, no? I wonder if I can change the palette. There's only three. Should I go back or something to add them back?
Mercenaries? Looks like Carter.
With both Templars and mages here, they profit greatly from smuggling lyrium.
Okay. What is this? Oh no, new area? If it is, then we are screwed. I'm not even high enough. It's just level 7. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Oh, weapon and shield, 200 weapons. Battle Master, Vanguard.
Must be an old dwarven outpost.
What was it for?
Trade, maybe? Your guess is as good as mine.
How to remove it? How do I remove this console? Is it? Where's this one? This one? Ah, okay. Stone. Okay. We should be on 4.
I could do that if you wish.
Interesting. But we gotta go to another area for this.
Want me to handle that?
Looks like we'll be clearing a lot more of these things. Defense of TCs. Oh, looks like. Destroy. Remove the lower one. I think we could have cooked some of these things. That's an angry note. There's something left. Looks like something is coming on, right? I've noticed my power is 34. I just don't know how far that means for anything else.
Darkspawn. These won't be the last.
We may be too close to the surface for these to count as deep roads. But have I mentioned I hate the deep roads?
Let's just finish them. With this paralyze and burn, it should be. I think. Oh no no. Okay, trying to loot out this place. There is somebody out there and they didn't notice this.
They've been
Who's this?
watching our movements.
What do we find? Okay, looks like there's just dwarven here. Looks like there is this thing. Dark Town deal. Interesting. Looks like we unlock more into.
Still missing something.
I think we can leave after this, but I'll do this tour and then. Wait, where's map friend? Oh, looks like it goes to a. So let's see. I actually bought something to eat, so probably doing both at the same time. Playing and eating. It's like what would happen. Mosaic piece. Dwarf from here. Okay, looks like that's the only one here. You can get that and leave wherever this is. It's a dwarf cave according to them. But looks like it's an area, another area. Look, there's more on top.
Some people make their living from valuables they find in deep roads.
Oh, Mloga. Is this level 7? Okay, I try to defeat level 4. Why isn't this guy moving? Looks like they. Okay. Okay, let's just see if we can remove some things from the accessory upgrades back now. Okay, this hunter's coat, okay. Helmet, Evan cover, okay. What does he have? No, 84 something. 90 you can wait. 12, 4, okay. Yeah. See if I can try to eat and finish this. So let's turn on this again. Don't tell me we're finishing this area. Uh-huh. Yeah, no. This is where we came from, okay. Drakestone again. There's so many Drakestones. Looks like there's nothing else left in this map. For the time being at least, till I come back again. Let's go. Okay. Okay, there's more here. We need a couple of irons, considering. Well, that sword I can't seem to be making. I don't know why. Something was, yeah. Looks like there's something here. Let me just. There's no space to. This is one. This is like where people are. There's only a couple of these left. Wristwise and. Let's go here and finish some. Let's see what this has to say.
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Okay. All the geological surveys. Let's see.
I've news, sir.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
I can. Looks like I filled the recursion completely. Let's see how many I can do. Field 10. This is the only thing I can't do. Inquisition weapons.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Okay, let's go there first. I don't know what level this is, but hopefully easier than the others. Why can't I get a staff or anything? Like, if all the things we cannot get, like a maze stuff. Do I have to go all the way to Red Cliff? That is the Earthly. original purpose of this entire thing. Did I waste my time doing these things? Are these all optional? Shredded door is a freaking bat. I don't know what can kill that thing. Okay. Oh, this one. What they? Oh, okay, yeah, this. What they where on top of this mountain? Man? Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. Okay, I can't clear that or this. Okay. Both don't require higher level. Do I have to go all the way north now? My original plan was to clear this. We'll do that later. I don't know how strong this guy. Should I try? Some of them seem to be weak, some of them have to be strong. Yeah. It looks like there's some small parts. Oh, here's a shot. Let's see if we can clear that area. If four more left, maybe that's on Red Cliff. Okay, let them freeze them. We learn. Okay, I couldn't do either of this. Okay, so they both are tough equally. Nothing special about the other. Okay, but at least I got that chip. So I'll go north. I think. 50% time. I need to do something. Sorry for that. Now Let's see if we can go to the other side of the water.
These must be the wolves Master Dennett's wife warned us about.
There are less of wolves and more of different shops now. Is there no other easy way to get through this area?
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
Wait, what?
A demon!
This is okay. I guess this is the first time we face this thing. Lesser terror.
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Ringer's Wombo, destroy. Barbarians. Great sword, destroy. Search the northern hills. Is there anything behind us? Okay, so the all things here. Let's search a little bit. Okay, these are our team. Okay, how do I get up there? Through this? From here? Oh no, from there. Okay. Okay. Search for the northern looters. Oh, okay, there's one here also. Inventory upgrades. Where is Cassandra? No choice. Looks like we have to get this item or it's... Where is this northern wall? I'm looking around it. A man has to fled to the cave. Okay. Not here. It's blocked here. Dead end here. It's not even a joke, he's not here. Unless it's this dude here. I'll do is I'll come from the other side and see what happens. This is a horse.
Must be something here. Let's...
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. I've put out the call to the farmers. I appreciate you driving those wolves away.
What is this?
Elena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now.
Okay, bottle of Therese. So it came last time here was nothing happened. Oh, second is should I pick this lock or I need a key? Is it a rogue or not? I don't think there's any more missions left. Bottles on the wall. You know what I'll do is I think it's around the place only. Is it though? Is it not here only? Okay. Alright, let me just. Ah, sad that there's no super fast travel or something. I enjoy traveling, but I feel the fast travel makes it easier. Especially with big areas and this. That should be the last one here. I'm not wasting my time on this. Much as I like to say, they gave me overhead.
I've wondered, how did you know to approach us, Solas? The breach opened, we were scrambling and barely had time to think. And there you were.
I went to see the breach for myself. I did not know you would be there.
You must not have been far away.
I was not. I'd come to hear of the conclave, but did not want to get close.
Lucky for us, then.
Is it this thing? Item level 16, requirement 14. I'm having to move to valuables, right? Okay, even if it's there, it will not. Scouts could destroy. That's what it was. I was like, why didn't everything get stored? Whose request was that? Oh, there's one here. So, time to travel. Not travel, just sell things. And then we'll travel. Because I'm not doing the rift, they're too high level 12s. They are, and I
Welcome,
barely got this.
If you say so.
Long day.
It's good to...
Medium armor, yeah. Warrior doesn't need any more. It's rogue only. Oh, there's these items, but these aren't considered part of the set. Valuable. What does it use these? The green of mods for the betrayal. Buy. What can I buy? Lightning armor. Like none of these items are good.
I'm pleased to hear.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh my god, no, we have to face the dragons? Why do I feel that this is...
Up she goes.
Where? Who attacked her?
What are they doing here?
How are we supposed to beat this dragon? Okay, this is fine. So to go to that, now I know why I couldn't go there. What? What else was I supposed to do? Where do I find this long range stand?
Nothing to report, sir.
Long range stand. Okay, so I couldn't do this because why is somebody? This is where the long range stand is. Oh, yeah. She on top of these mountains. Oh, what is this? Yeah. What is this? Oh, is that what it is? You have to find a place. There is no way you locate those in normally. Well, this, yes. I can tell this person.
Nothing to report, sir. Nothing to report, sir.
Oh, nice. Okay, this is done. That means only I can't do this because let's face it, I can't kill the dragon. Wait, how do I go back to the? Oh wait, let me just go to the world map. First one. Maybe if this here we can get back.
Did you hear the news? Of course.
Wait, why is this a world map?
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay, so the Inquisition weapon was only one. We had to find that. East road, where does it go? We can go there. That's interesting. Question is, will I die 5 minutes after I enter? Okay. Ram is a marvelous creature. Yes, probably it is. Okay, it looks like I had to talk to this bat.
Do you think you can have it done by midweek?
That when Thren...
Quartermaster Thren understands that your work can't be rushed, Master Harry.
Fine, fine. Midweek. Tell Thren she owes me. Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Oh, the new gift.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothering. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
There's more to investigate on this, but let me just see.
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragon bone if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy? Bring your own design. We'll see what we
Okay.
can do.
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Goodbye.
Right.
Investigate even after I do all.
Another time then.
Wait, I want something.
You
Why
need
is it?
something, let me know. Another time then.
Wait, why is he still shining? Investigate. What is that?
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
Close this. I don't know.
Goodbye.
Right.
Cassandra. Oh. Oh.
Ugh.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life.
That's also
One
that,
day
but
they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
okay. What happens next?
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know.
Okay, so everyone has some kind of basic.
You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
I don't know. I am.
I can't really say.
I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
I said yes. I don't know why. There is something here.
We've got scattered reports of Tevinter sightings in the hinterlands. What kind of name is Charter, anyway? Doesn't sound elven.
I said you could call me Nazca.
Okay. Power required. Power to. Okay. Let's see.
Need something? The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the deep roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the tide it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the deep roads? That's not a cheery thought.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Okay, so different topics are there. What do I do with all this topaz? Can we use it for anything? Let's see what this guy can do.
Secret Asked told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own.
There's only 3 healing potions, but there's a lot of tonic.
He better hope he doesn't need a sample anytime soon.
You look, everyone has some kind of basic conversation.
Greetings. What do you know about the Fade? A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned. I'd like to know more about the Breach. Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the Breach. That means it was created deliberately. I'd like to know more about the Veil. Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind. I don't know if I can imagine that. Try. Imagine if spirits were not a rarity, but a part of our natural world. Like a fast-flowing river. Yes, it can drown careless children, but it can also carry a merchant's goods or grind a miller's flour. That is what the world could be if the Veil were not present. For better or worse. I'd like to know more about demons. Your circle says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon,
Spirits and
that wish gone wrong. Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation? Not in the world we know today. The Veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
Okay,
We'll talk later.
let's...
Goodbye.
Ah.
We call the Templars.
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Do not interfere at all.
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
If he has knowledge, then he's a resource. Use him.
He's a loose end who could escape and get word to our enemies. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
I don't I do.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives.
You capture him, no? Or
Now
follow
you're
him.
happy. I have more work to do.
I don't think the conversation is supposed to go.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. Good day.
Your kind killed the most holy.
Lies. Your kind let her die.
Shut your mouth, mage!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Should come back. I didn't know that.
I'm used to delivering children.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
If the proper authority hadn't completely failed, the Conclave wouldn't have been needed.
So you suggest I blame the Chantry and exalt a murderer? What of justice?
That won't help restore order in the here and now.
Order will never be restored so long as this rebellion is allowed to fester.
Remind me, why are you allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
I'll make sure they see reason in Val Royeaux.
I
pray you're right.
Mm-hmm.
There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed
Apothecary
was
Adon will have
silence.
more poultices for the injured as
Then
soon
the
as
voice
possible,
of the
Greetings,
maker
Herald
rang
of
out.
Andraste.
The
How
first
fares your
word,
quest to seal the
and
breach?
his word became all that might be.
I'm doing everything within my power.
A task, such as closing the breach, is a heavy burden. I hope you do not carry it alone. We remember Andraste, but Andraste did not carry the Chant of Light alone. She had generals,
Mm-hmm.
advisors, even her husband for a time. Do everything within your power, but remember those who would help you.
I will try to follow in Andraste's footsteps as best I can.
If you like. But Andraste forged her own path, guided as she was by her visions. Look to Andraste for guidance, but ultimately, the Maker has made this your task to fulfill. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
What are you doing to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we are able. Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that, many simply wish the familiar comfort of the Chant of Light. It is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of a divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
That is the long.
Farewell.
My God, this is a long ass conversation.
Lord Trevelyan, may I have a moment? If you find anything, please bring it in.
Yeah, I already did.
Yes, Ambassador?
I'd like to discuss your parents.
A little sudden, but it's time someone made an honest man of me.
What? Very amusing. This is serious. I'd like to dispatch a courier asking the bands of House Trevelyan to align themselves with us. What are your thoughts? Should we approach your family for their formal support of the Inquisition?
Am I not in the group, guys? Or do they trust me? I don't know who they are. This is an interesting question. This is like,
If that's what you want, I'll send a letter to my family. They'll respect the request if it comes from me.
Wonderful. That will save time. Valroyo has noted your lineage. It gives the Inquisition some legitimacy, although not so much as we'd hoped.
Why not?
You are from Ostwick. Orlesian nobles consider the Free Marches somewhat quaint.
even though I'm a mage. That doesn't give them pause.
You're not an unfamiliar sight. Mages from noble families are given more leeway. Besides, Ostwick's circle had a reputation for being rather sedate.
You could do as you pleased if it didn't bother anyone. Rest, study, find a hobby. The worst fight I saw was two Templars scuffling over a tavern bill.
You didn't encounter any difficulty with the Templars?
Templars at Ostwick were even-handed enough. A few were almost friendly.
Commander Cullen will be pleased. For a man no longer with the Order, he takes its faults quite personally. This place is no bastion of civilization, not like the Circle. I hope you don't find the living conditions in Haven too drastic for someone of your station.
This can't be what you're accustomed to, Ambassador.
One adjusts. I stay busy. It helps take my mind from our surroundings. And the cold. And the wildlife. And the lack of civilization for miles around. Why anyone lived here before we found Andraste's ashes, I cannot imagine.
Having a few leagues of ice between me and whoever wishes me ill can't hurt.
Do not say that too loudly. Chancellor Roderick is still here. Until next time, my lord.
Okay, so Naughty,
Please tell me if you find something.
okay, so I can. Mhm. Green burn. Mhm. Only he went up. Oh, interesting. Let's go to this place. Huh? Special
Has Cassandra
training.
spoken to you about my new recruits?
They are not your recruits, Commander. They're ours.
Inquisition perks. Oh, I get to have two perk. Eagle Eye. Training and sports. Arcane knowledge. Forces. Okay, so Inquisition can leverage the organized reputation. Oh, I had these two. What? Connections. It's the last one. So it increases by 15, but I can get one more for this. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, what about the other one? Was it really my level?
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask him.
What can they do? It's just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
I feel that I'm gonna die in this area. I don't know why. But there's no way that first area was like... Huh?
The city still mourns.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Okay. Are we gonna force our way through this again?
They wish to protect the people? From us? Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Did we have to come here?
Not open today. Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords.
I'm
Seems that Pharaoh's denial against the Inquisition.
every one I read, I get 75 HP. I don't see the problem. What a far from me is wish.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no mage in our hour of need.
You say I am. Ah, we haven't. We have a real enemy.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Yes, he saved us. Not here for us. Saved me that rough. Defensive, aggressive.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition.
As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Join us as Skull and Net. Help us close the breach. Then we there here.
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker
Okay,
Lucius
that's...
gone mad?
Okay.
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
We will find another way. Will he seem reason?
It doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others. What's that? An arrow with a message?
Oh yes, mysterious arrow. People say you're so sharp talk. I know. There's a baddie in one. I feel. A port drive location is marked. Okay.
The Templars?
I believe that
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Why did we help you? First Enchanter, Imperial Guard. What is there in these? Okay, what do we buy? Wait, what do we sell these things though? Warrior only. Rogue only.
I am open to you and yours. I price at a premium for everyone, so don't assume it.
Our price is premium for. Keeper staff lightning. Right. Common stuff. Okay, should there be one more? Yeah.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages. Oh.
Okay. No.
I can help. At the very least, we can appear like everything is normal.
Okay, there's more places here.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood the Maker's will is written.
We should look around.
All is well?
Be careful.
Oh, yes.
You built for them the golden city, the center of all creation, and for a time you dwelled among them.
Spike longbow. What is this? Weapon schematics. Apostle staff plate. Dense staff grip.
As a gardener watches the earth for the first signs of life.
Maker, though the darkness is upon me, I shall embrace that. I shall weather the
Run. Turn to have Haven's Chantry. Okay.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages. Chantry liars.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. Do you truly believe you are the Maker's chosen?
Do you truly believe? Do I truly believe? Why do you care? Yes, I do.
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
How are the
How are
people?
people responding to all of this?
Despair, fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's Will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine, Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
The Chantry made a big mistake, and now it's paying the price.
Perhaps you are correct. We are only trying to find our way, with little guidance now, but our faith.
That's not enough.
When is it ever enough? That is the nature of faith.
Okay. Should be interesting. There's some letter there, something. Codex. Oh, this is the codex. I didn't think about it. It's like I found 4 or 5 of them.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages.
Let all repeat the chant of
The
light.
Chantry has
Only
just
the
shown
word
herself.
dispels the darkness upon us. My maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
What do you mean you broke the chant?
Are you also ignorant of the Maker's most basic rites? The chant of light is how we honor the Maker. They are the only words that the faithful should hear from my lips. But I can't. Our divine is dead. Our Templars gone. The Maker's silence is deafening. What hope have we?
The Inquisition can give you the answers you need.
So I have a faith I've lost, or one that seeks to drive it from me. I can't even look to our Templars. How is this not darkness?
They say you're scratching for power. Not on these streets. Understand?
Who is this last person?
This cannot stand. How can it stand?
I'm missing something here.
You trouble anyone, you'll see how.
Oh. There's like 10 of these things. Why did I not see the other one? This codex was updated, but
Ever since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without her.
But is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
We're going to give it a try at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
so I asked, is Cassandra?
Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, he is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Now where do I go? What is this?
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages. Gentle liars.
It says fast travel back.
There is a war on, and the Templars...
Oh, fast travel in this area. Okay. We got all the XP we needed. Now we got to leave this place.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Maybe. That's a good question. What is she at the conclave?
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
Because now I've seen what you are. And I've seen the Chantry for what it is. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Yes.
They wish to protect the people from... Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my...
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we... Return to Haven. Someone will need to... Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are...
Okay. Enemies may be difficult. That is true. The dragon and this thing are so annoying at Redcliffe. Are two people there? Oh, interesting. This guy.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits, locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It's enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can...
Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I like your enthusiasm.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Huh. Elf fruit, okay. Cassandra, this is very interesting.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you. But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
The Circle of Magi at Ostwick. At least until the rebellion began.
Yes, I suppose that would have required you to stay on the move. Tell me, do you consider the Free Marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Oh.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with... I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
You're not on very good terms with your family, then.
I do not visit, if that's what you mean. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Nevarra, the real Nevarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortale tarsi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a mortale tarsi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortale tarsi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
Okay,
so
this is
you
the
were
last
right
question.
hand to the divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart, and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
You're delightful, you know that?
No, I do not know that.
This is such a weird
I
conversation.
object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you get back to work.
What? So you talk to people and also get codex. There's something.
Master Harry said we weren't to sell it.
What Harry doesn't know won't hurt him.
I guess depending on different conversation, it becomes so long. But these conversations are pretty annoyingly long. Who the hell is going to sit here for?
Said that without more war, we won't be able to get rise from the recruits.
Tell Master Harry. Yes?
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did? What of it?
Why are you on DJ?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
I'll try not to break anything.
That's good to hear.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
We'll talk more later.
Yes?
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
You have a history with the Warden who ended the Blight, don't you?
I had the privilege of calling her friend before she died. The world seemed much duller after that. It still does.
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
I met her a long time ago, but we didn't become good friends until years later. After the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball. She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am. I'm
Okay,
listening.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I trained to be a spy from a young age. Learned from the best. For a while, I was wildly happy. I loved the thrill of that life, the danger. But nothing lasts forever. I went into hiding, and when I emerged, the Divine called on me. She presented me with my own network of spies, and said I was the only one she could trust.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later. Did you need something?
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did? What of it?
What exactly does the left hand of the Divine do?
A Divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
So you were her spy master too?
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
We'll talk more later.
I'm listening.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay.
Thanks for checking anyway.
How many people are going to die? It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
We had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
The mages are more united than me. That's also true. But the person who came to us, at least. Yeah, you must choose.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave...
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Grey Wardens? I'm not familiar with them.
They're an ancient order that has existed to fight Darkspawn invasions since the first Blights thousands of years ago. They have faded since those glory days, but haven't disappeared. Ordinarily, their order is neutral in political affairs, but they appear in strange places.
So you're telling me this because...
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Gee. These conversations are way too long. I can put these codexes down.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
What? Speak to the messenger. What? Oh,
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius Aclasi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What can your Bulls Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns. He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. Wait, you're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
what is this?
Back alive.
I think this is where I'll stop. I hope. I don't think I can get any more. I don't know how many conversations are there anymore. So I think I'll stop here. I hope it's interesting. Please.